Hi kids! I'm so thrilled today to tell you about a new character. But can you remember who visited us last week? Yes, Queen Esther. Today I'm going to tell you about a man that was very obedient and faithful to God. His name was Noah. But first, come, let us worship God. Welcome back, boys and girls. Well, you remember God created the whole earth with everything in it. He created humans and they had to look after the earth. But later on, the people began to get evil and they only looked for their own comfort. They didn't worship God anymore. And God decided to destroy the whole earth. Now, in this time, there was a man named Noah. Now, Noah had a family. He had 3 sons and a wife, and he taught them to worship God, to honor God.
Where am I? Where's my farm?
You're at our church at the moment. You came with our time machine.
Oh,
I was just telling the children a story about Noah.
I am Noah.
Noah of the ark.
Yes, Noah of the ark.
Oh my, that's amazing, boys and girls. Will you be able to tell us your story?
My story. The story I tell all my children and grandchildren. The day that God saved all of us.
Wow, how did you do that?
Well, God saw a lot of bad people on earth. And He decided to do everything over. And I pleaded to Him, said, please God, don't do everything over. Have mercy on the people. And God told me, no, He has to destroy the earth.
Now, you were saved.
Yes, I was saved, but it's only because God told me what to do. He told me to build big boat called an ark. And he told us to get on the ark.
Okay. And I read that there was a lot of animals that came to the ark.
Yes, that was beautiful. While we were building the ark, we started to see the animals coming closer. From the littlest ant to the biggest of elephants. And I told God, please, keep the mosquitoes away, but he still see the mosquitoes.
And snails? Were there snails?
A lot of snails. And snakes, even worse.
Is that so?
Yes, but they were nice, they didn't bite us.
Is it? And how did it feel that you had to let all the other people stay outside of the boat?
That's sad, because while we were building this boat in the middle of land, there's no water, no rivers, nothing near us. The people came mocking us, throwing stones at us, calling us bad names. And it was sad to tell them, please repent, come on the boat. And they just keep on laughing.
Oh, that's very sad. And tell me, when everything was on, all the animals were on the boat, and you, your family, and you were on the boat, then how did it come that you couldn't get off the boat again?
That was actually beautiful. God told us to get on a boat, and we have got this big door. You can only close the door from outside. I said, but God, I need to throw a rope over, and he says, no, get on the boat. And as I walked onto the boat, the door just keeps on closing, and closing shut.
So God was so faithful, he even shut the door.
Yes, he closed the door behind us. And then it started raining. First softly, nice softly. And then the big drops came, and bigger drops. It was quite scary.
I would think so. And it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, they say.
Yes, it was difficult to find out because it was the whole time dark. You couldn't see when it was sun. Sometimes you realize it's day now, it's sometimes night. But it was scary. The boat was turning around, going up and going down. Got seasick a couple of times. But yes, it was scary.
Well, Noah, how did you know it was time to get off the ark? It stopped raining after 40 days, but could you get off the ark immediately?
While we were still getting outside on the top of the boat, we looked out in the sea. We just see water, and a bit of more water. So I decided I'll send one dove out. A couple of hours later, it came back. And then a week later, I sent another dove out and came back with a branch
Okay.
from an olive tree. So it told me that the water is busy subsiding. And then later on, while we were just still in the sea moving around, I heard a bump. And
That had to be scary.
Yeah, I almost broke my teeth when I fell. But anyway, we looked at the ship and we realized we hit dry ground, and that was a mountain. And as we were sitting on the mountain, we still saw the water slowly moving away.
Oh, wow. So how did you know you can get off the ark?
Because God told us it's time to get off the ark, and He opened the door for us.
Oh no, boys and girls, now it's gone. But I can tell you what happened. God sent a rainbow. You know, the rainbow that you see after rain, it's still there. That's a promise that God gave Noah, that He will never ever flood the earth again. Today still, if we, like Noah, obey God and be faithful and believe in God, God still keeps His promises. And the promises He keeps is the promises that He gives us in the Bible. So when we go and read the Bible and we learn the promises of God and we obey, God will keep His promises. Well, boys and girls, that's all for today. We'll see you next week. Bye.